Hey, what's up, guys? Today I just wanted to share with you something that I share with all my guys: how to roll effectively and efficiently. Um, I've been doing production work for a good while. I know how to lay paint rapidly. This video is not to show how fast I could do something or brag or boast or anything like that. I just show all my guys, all my painters, how to roll effectively and efficiently because it makes me money. So I figured I'd shoot a video for you guys and show you how I do it and how I teach, and hopefully it can help some of you out, maybe speed you up and make some money. So basically, two parts here. First part is setup. I roll straight out of the 5. I don't use 18-inch rollers. Roll straight out of the 5. And you'll see here I have my dew splitter that I'm always talking about. Works well in a 5-gallon bucket as well as 2s, but for this particular purpose, I like it because I think it works more effectively than a bucket grid. If you notice, when you use bucket grids, when you strike the bucket grid, paint actually spits out of the bucket grid. You're actually losing probably half the paint you're applying to the roller. It kicks out the back end if you ever pay attention to that. Then you have the guys that like to just strike the top of the paint there with no grids whatsoever. They just roll it over the top, and that loads up a lot of paint on the surface of the roller, but it does not get paint to the inside of the roller. Think of it like a sponge. If you just set a sponge on top of water, it'll float. It'll sit there. You might get some water on the surface of the sponge, but the sponge itself is not fully absorbed with water. So you do need some sort of face to strike the roller against in order to get maximum absorption. So basically, the dew splitter here, it gives you a nice face to strike the roller against, but you're not losing any during the application process. It stays put. I'm going to show you why. I'll show you exactly why here. So here I'm starting with a totally dry roller. Right, no sound. It's totally dry. Hopefully not dried out, but it's totally dry. Excuse me, I'm shooting this by myself. So once again, totally dry roller. I'm going to show you how quick you can soak this up. So how quick you can load this thing up. This is a 1/2 inch, nothing special, 1/2 inch nap roller. No Purdy Colossus, no lambskin, sheepskin, whatever they are. It might be a synthetic. It's just a standard green one from Sherwin-Williams. Nothing special, 1/2 inch. I'm doing smooth walls. They've got slight roller stipple to them, so 1/2 inch will do just fine here. Using flat paint. This is the second coat. The walls have already been cut out. Second coat. I just got to roll a second coat. So show you. Sorry, I just got a phone call, of course, so it cut my video short. Where was I? Oh yeah, but I'm gonna show you how fast the paint applies to a dry roller using the dew splitter. So you'll notice it doesn't take much. A couple dips, and you'll see it's that you don't lose any. You see how it just stays on there? You don't even have to play with it this much. I'm just showing you that the paint stays put. Okay, and look, not dripping off. It's a fully loaded roller, but the paint's not dripping off. Okay, so that's one of the things here that makes this effective and efficient is your setup. You don't have to deal with any paint trays. You have a dew splitter, which you can peel clean after a few uses. You'll never have to buy another bucket grid again, and you're able to fully load your paint in no time, right? And you're actually getting it to the inside since you're squeezing it like a sponge here. All right, so that's the first part of this. Next, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. It's like a 20-foot wall. I measured it out pretty much. Estimate 20-foot wall here, 9-foot ceilings. And I want to just show you the technique now. This is a big thing that I see a lot of guys make mistakes on. They dip and they apply and spread it out, final lay down, dip, and that's ridiculous. I hate seeing my crew members do that. What I personally do is I dip, apply, dip, apply, dip, apply, and then do one final laydown. It has to be done in a particular fashion where the paint spreads evenly. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. You can take it or leave it, but this is what I do, and you'll see how fast I can paint this wall. I'm not working harder, I'm working smarter. Basically doing it in sections, and I could be doing semi-gloss paint, flat, eggshell, and you're gonna see less flash marks because you're keep maintaining a better wet edge because you're not stopping and starting so much by using this technique. So this is a advanced rolling technique, I guess you could say. But here we go. Let me set my camera up here, and we'll take a look what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we are. I got my camera propped up. Hopefully it doesn't fall over mid-shoot here. I just want you to pay attention to the position of my bucket there. I've got my bucket sitting basically at the finish line of the section I'm about to paint. I don't keep it in front of me or behind me. That doesn't make sense to me. That means the bucket's in your, in your path of destruction, or if it's behind you, that means you're taking steps backwards. You always want to stay in a moving forward position, so you can just progress forward as you go. And you'll notice I'm not taking a lot of steps going to my bucket back and forth. I'm more or less pivoting from my bucket to the wall, pivot, bucket, wall, pivot, bucket, wall, lay it off, move on. And that's what makes it more effective and efficient. And I think it would help a lot of people when their production rolling or just rolling all together. But just take a look and see what I'm talking about. Notice I apply these number ones or backward number ones here. And what that does is it gives you a initial spread with minimal effort. So you're basically applying and doing your first roll in one motion here. So that's a time saver. Anytime you can do something at once, saves you time. So now my paint spread out, it's pretty well spread out where I need it to be. It knows where it belongs already, so now you can watch here. Take my bucket, move it to the next finish line. Start back where I left off, doing a final laydown. That's a 20-foot wall. Take a look. Got a nice wet coat on it. Nice even coat. Top to bottom. Minimal effort. Work 20 feet at a time. Using that technique right there, you're gonna work smarter, not harder. Get the right tool for the job here. You can find these at www.deucesplitter.com. That's DEUCE splitter.com. And hope I could help anybody out if possible. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the long video.